Hi, my name is Daniel, and I'm a new student arriving in your class. As you may have noticed by now, you are going to be greeting a very special student this year, a student with Down syndrome. I need to establish some important facts and information about my disability. Down syndrome is the most common chromosomal abnormality in humans. This is caused by one of three types of abnormal cell division. There are three main characteristics of the exceptionality: physical, medical, and cognitive. Through their schooling experience, students with Down syndrome will work on adapted activities from the same curriculum as the rest of the class and engage in all activities in the school. Research indicates that appropriate education provided in inclusive settings offers the best opportunities for children with Down syndrome. In fact, students with Down syndrome participate in regular classrooms and school to improve academic skills, social skills, communication skills, and peer relationships, just like any other student. It is important to know that students with Down syndrome are more like their typically developing peers than they are different. Here are some challenges that I may face with inclusion in relation to curriculum and learning skills this year. First, knowledge and understanding. Students with Down syndrome can have difficulties grasping concepts taught in class without the help of visual aids. Evidently, this can challenge their knowledge and understanding of the subject matter presented, as visual learners are able to envision things before they can write or talk about them. I also have communication challenges. Communication consists of receptive language, understanding and comprehending, and expressive language, speaking and telling. Many students with Down syndrome will understand notably more than they can express. In addition, they may have specific difficulty with learning grammar and with developing clear speech due to short-term and auditory memory. Sensory and motor planning can be very challenging as well. In fact, some students may have difficulty processing information from many sources at once, doing more than one thing at a time, or responding quickly in some situations. They may shut down, become excited, or act out when their senses are not working together properly. Finally, similar to any other student in your classroom, students with Down syndrome may also find critical thinking challenging. Analyzing, interpreting, problem-solving, evaluating, forming and justifying conclusions on the basis of evidence isn't always an easy task. Students with Down syndrome are often diagnosed prior to beginning their education journey given their apparent physical traits. However, it is crucial to continuously assess student progress in their preschool, elementary, secondary, and post-secondary education. A balanced assessment will include a variety of methods, including observations of the child as well as direct interactions in the form of standardized and informal assessment. These norm-referenced, ipsative assessments or criterion reference assessments will also depend on the child's age and level of overall abilities. As teachers, it is not only crucial to read your students' yet repeatedly, you must also monitor my ever-changing needs, given that students with Down syndrome may require new or additional support in the classroom. In fact, factors and indications such as signs of muscle hypertonia, hearing and vision problems, speech intelligibility, inappropriate or challenging behaviors, and memory difficulties will reinforce teachers to advocate referral to the in-school team and more specific assessments. Health concerns may also arise, therefore it is important to recognize that unusual behaviors or situational responses may signal an illness which I am unable to communicate. The observations and assessments made based on my exceptionality should always be brought to the attention of my parents and the in-school team to further any new referrals or more specific assessments that need to take place. Given this is your first time teaching a student with Down syndrome, I would like to share with you a list of professional support can you provide for me at school. There are occupational therapists, speech-language pathologists, social workers, and finally, education assistant. As my teacher, you will also have to develop an individual education plan, as my exceptionality may require accommodations and modifications. Remember, there is only one Ontario curriculum, but there is more than one way to deliver the curriculum. Here is a list of some instructional accommodations that can be used when teaching me. As for environmental accommodations and modifications, you can use preferential seating, so that the student can see the teacher's mouth when she is speaking, to reduce visual distractions, for assistive technology, etc., reduce background noise in the classroom. Offer a quiet work location, provide a larger or slanted work surface, use stress balls to massage tight hands, and to strengthen hand and post-visual aid/reference material to act as an external memory aid. Finally, some assessment accommodations and modifications consists of the following: Allow additional time for the student to speak and complete work. Allow for a reference sheet to be used for tests. Provide access to a spell checker. Give tests with a variety of formats to reduce the amount of writing required. True/false. Multiple choice. Expect me to take tests and exams and modify the content, time, and assessment method. If necessary, develop expectations that reflect knowledge and skills required in the curriculum for a different grade level and/or decrease the number and/or complexity of the regular grade level curriculum. Expectations. Oh, look, here are other adaptations to promote inclusion in our classroom. Shorter desk/chair or an elevated footrest, slanted desktop, laminated timetable, smaller, spring-loaded scissors, triangular pencil grip or larger pencils, visual aids, digital timer for transitioning activities. A pillow or backrest for a student if he or she is unable to sit on the floor without support, or even a simple calendar to plan and understand schedules and timelines. Although I may not always show throughout the year, I can promise you that I will forever be thankful for the hard work you do. In fact, by following the information I provided you, you will be promoting inclusion in your classroom. This will have many benefits for me, as well as the other students in the classroom. I can't wait to meet, learn and grow with you over the next year. See you soon.